All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Business here on CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Mike Scott. As always, very glad you're able to find some time to spend an hour with us today. We're going to begin with a life coach. What is a life coach? We're going to find out from PC Canidate, who we go back way back. You were telling me,
yes,
yeah.
Way
nice
back.
to meet you again.
Nice to meet you. Again.
So, what is a life coach?
Well, actually, a life coach is many things, but the most important thing is that a life coach is a good listener who allows you to dig deep into your soul and figure out who you really are and what it is you really want to be. And then that life coach does what any good coach does. He or she takes you by the hand and guides you through to get to where you're trying to go.
I started to say I could almost be a life coach because a big part of being a reporter or a journalist is listening.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
then you take it a step further.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I have you talk to me. I have you define exactly what it is that makes you want to be here. Everybody is here for a reason, and I know, this is not a woo-woo. It's a fact.
Why am I here? Why am I here?
Yeah, and everybody runs around trying to figure that out. But the reality is that if you know why you're here, if you know what it is you're here to do, you're very comfortable in that particular skill. You're very comfortable. It could be a teacher, it could be a minister, it could be a doctor, it could be a dancer. And literally, you could make paper cups. But whatever it is, if you can figure that out, then you are excited to get up to do that on a daily basis.
So you help people find out
I help people
that
figure that out. Absolutely.
Why can't people figure that out by themselves?
Some people do. I did. Many people figured it out and don't know they figured it out because we allow what around us, our environment, to kind of tell us what we're about, what we're doing. We try to find somebody else's, she is a great teacher. I want to be a teacher. Oh, he is an amazing attorney. When I grow up, I'm going to be an attorney, But that doesn't necessarily mean that's what you were here to do.
No, I never wanted to be a teacher. I never wanted to be an attorney.
See? So if you know the difference and say, he's a great attorney, I wonder what I'm good at. What is it that I enjoy? Then you're going to start to light that spark. And if you nurture that spark will grow. And it's amazing. I think one of the fascinating things is that when a person really, really figures that out, it becomes how they make a living. So, see, some people think, well, I'm going to do this because I can make a lot of money. But if you can figure out what it is you really, really enjoy, you will probably end up making a living doing it anyway because you're good at it.
I'd rather have a job that I enjoyed
absolutely.
And not make a ton of money
absolutely.
than have a job I hated
and
make a fortune.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
If you understand what it is, money is not the thing you're necessarily looking for. Money is just, what do you call a byproduct.
Well, it's a nice byproduct.
Well, we all have to live.
Sure.
We all have to live. But I, for example, have worked, I worked in social services and did a lot of work for many years. But one thing I figured out a long time ago, and I figured this out by working for the U.S. Department of Commerce, and I was at a function, and my role was to get people to fill out their census forms. Now, that doesn't sound very sexy, okay?
No.
Would you please take the form and make sure you fill it out and put it in the mail? But when I finished with the audience, they ran up to me in droves to figure out, where do I get it? How do I fill it out? And the person that was with me started laughing and said, my God, lady, you actually got people excited about filling out a census form. I said, yes, because the most important thing to me about people is to understand and have them understand that they are valued. And when you make sure they get that, and that's where I came at them from. I can't figure out what we need to do for you in your community if you don't tell me what matters. And this census form helps do that. So, it's all about telling them what matters. In the workplace for 25 years as a director of a department, I did the same thing. I did not give people jobs to do. I found out what they wanted to do, what they liked. And when I built teams that way, so that the person was working on the team, doing the things they like to do. And I was the one at 7:30 and 8:30 at night walking around in my department with those long umbrellas saying, go home, get out of here, go home.
You had to chase them out, huh?
I had to chase them out because they were doing what they enjoyed. So to me, that's probably the most important thing in life, is to figure that part out, work with that, embrace that, and become that. And life is good.
Yeah. So when do people figure out that they might need someone like you, a life coach, to help them find that path?
I think that people have been trying to figure out that they needed that for a long time. The term life coach is like this new thing, you have trendy this, trendy that.
Well, what would you call it?
But I just call it, it's a great term, coach, life coach. But my thing is this, that you want that person who is willing to listen to you, who is your confidant, who kind of has that extra special piece that says, not only am I going to sit here and listen to you, I'm going to be your confidant, but I'm also going to help you do a blueprint. We're going to blueprint you out. We're going to say, where is it you're trying to go? Where are you now, and where is it you're trying to go? And once we figure that out, then we're going to lay a bridge for you. And that bridge is going to get you all the way across to here. And then you're going to build on where you are. So those are things that are critical. And I would love to be able to tell everybody, that at some point in time you need a life. I have a life coach.
You do?
I have a life coach.
You look in the mirror.
I have a life coach.
You have a life coach.
I have a life coach. And one of the reasons I do is not so much because I don't know what I'm doing and what I'm here to do.
Yeah, you already love what you're doing. Why do you need
loving
one?
it.
Why do you need one?
Because Tuesday comes. Because no matter what's going on in the world and how great life is, sometimes you just need to be reminded who you are. And you just need to have somebody to say, hey, it's okay. Life is good. Are you okay? What can I help you do? Where are you going? Because you're also always building and growing. I'm loving my life. I'm enjoying every moment of every day right now that I'm spending, which is kind of interesting for a retired old lady. But, Savvy Grammy is having a great time because I'm doing everything I've always wanted to do. And I've been doing it since I was little. It's not new. It's very comfortable. And I'm watching people grow. So when I reach out to my life coach, she's doing the same for me. She's saying, take it to the next level. Take it to the next level. You ready to take it to the next level?
I am.
I am.
No, I'm happy with what I'm doing now.
Well, great.
I don't have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning anymore.
Great.
Like I
See?
did for 30 years.
See?
I'm enjoying
Feels good,
doing this
doesn't
show
it?
every day because I get to meet nice people like you.
Well, thank you.
I write a pet animal column for Central California
Wow.
Life magazine.
See?
I'm doing a whole bunch of things that I enjoy.
Yeah, and do you know what you said a few minutes ago?
What's
and that
that?
was very, very key. It's something I tell, I wrote in my book, I wrote a quote that said, when you discover who you are, when you discover that you are the person who is the I am, and you said, I am. And you said that so perfectly and full and bold. I am. I'm having a good time, And when you do that, you are the person who makes the decisions about what you're going to do. And when you discover who you are, then you know that it is up to you to decide what comes next. And that's really what it's all about. And when you get there, you want to stay there. And the reason I use my life coach is so that yes, you're going to have gravity. I don't care who you are. There's going to be that pullback that says, but you should, you're not really happy, are you? What do you do that every day? You tired of that? I got a deal for you. And you have got to be able to understand within yourself who you are and what matters to you. And when you said that so convincingly and so passionately.
I am happy
that I would not even try to say to you, do something else. I'd say, keep doing it because you are enjoying what you're doing. And that's all we want. And that's all I want is to see people doing what they love and doing it well. Because when they do, everybody's happy. And I don't mean, la, 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 laughing, but they're happy, they're not angry, they are compassionate, they are willing to walk with you and do things differently and think boldly and even be more and more creative. So that really makes a difference in where you are and where you're going.
Okay. Well, I can tell you could talk about this all day long.
I
but
could.
Unfortunately, tell everybody at home how they can find you if they're looking for a life coach.
Well, if you're looking for a life coach, just remember the name PC Canidate, and you can do pccandidate.com. That's easy. But most often, you can reach me at wisdomworksforyou.com, and that's wisdomworks, the number 4, the letter U.com, and click on For You Services.
Slipping a little bit of Prince in there huh? For you. Good seeing you.
Good to see you again.
And
Yes.
stay positive. I'm sure you will.
I will. I
All
will,
right.
always.
Thank
All
you
right.
again.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you today.
You too.
And we'll be back with more on CentralValleyTalk.com.